Alright, this video is for all of you laughing to yourselves because you said GSP hasn't been posting daily highlight videos lately. He must be struggling. He can't find anything to brag about. And this is my answer to you. You're absolutely right. This has been one trying market lately. I've got a chart of the SPY up here. Now, we've had some trades, but you know, I don't know that I've had anything that would warrant making a highlight video. The SPY, I think this is about 10... Let's try that again. It's about 10 days worth of trading that I'm getting ready to circle here. This whole area, I think, is about 10 days for the SPY in about a $3 range from its low to its high over 10 days. So it's in a very narrow range. The last 10-day session of the SPY preceding this choppiness was probably a $7 range. So at least twice the range for that 10-day period as the last 10 days. You know, it's just been tough. The market's mostly chopping sideways and difficult to find ideas. We'll go over a couple today. MTW, for example, we had on Bounce Watch. Okay, now it's kind of funny looking at it now. You'd think, really, you made money going long this one? And we did. But we had it on Bounce Watch for this reason. I mean, all these red days in a row and then a kind of a big volume red day, sort of like maybe a short-term capitulation. If these were 5-minute candles in our chat room, we'd probably be looking for a bounce pretty soon. So just because they're daily candles, the theory doesn't really change. All these down days in a row and then kind of a big push down also to an area that it bounced off of before, area of support around 18. So for that reason, it landed itself on our Bounce Watch page. And then these are 5-minute candles. This is the opening 5-minute range. Was really in a pretty narrow range, about 25 cents, a little more than that maybe. The way we play these is after 30 minutes of trading, if it breaks its early high and the stock's in a narrow range, it's a long, okay? So 1806, if it hits, and I gave a verbal when it started to get right here. I said, hey, over 18, this could go. 1806 is our actual trigger to buy it. Worst case stop, and there it was. It broke. I said, worst case stop probably below this candle here, 1790. So 1806 over the course of the next 30 minutes or so, all the way to the 1860s. So a nice move there, and in the theory, everything panned out. My only regret is that we didn't, after it started losing momentum up here, that we didn't turn and short it, because it went all the way back to the lows of the day. Definitely leaning more towards shorting in my mind now, and we're going to start looking for shorting opportunities. I know you don't see a lot of them on our results page, but I'm starting to become a believer. It's been a while since we shorted on a regular basis, but it's definitely getting to that time. STEC is kind of another one that was beaten up for a few days in a row, and then today, take the gap out of the chart there, today sold off, had that long push down. I called it over this green candle at 1504, and over the next 30 minutes, these are 15-minute candles, it went to 1538, so a 34-cent move in our favor. Plenty of time to put some money in your pocket, but again, nothing to brag about. And then CXW, you guys know that I love these capitulation type, these things that are selling off all day. And again, I'll say what I said in my chat room today. You know, invariably, when I call a bounce, you know I love stuff that looks like this, right? To try to catch the intraday bottom. We've got some pretty good methods. I actually called this one around 23.20, and over the course of the next 30 minutes, went to 23.73, so a 50-cent move. But invariably, when I call something like that, I get an email or a private message. It could be from a member or a non-member that just saw one of our videos, and all the emails are about the same when they're in this context. It's so let me get this right. You sat there and let this thing fall. I don't know what that is. $3, and missed this entire $3 move as a short in order to capture a 50-cent move as a long. Okay, and my answer is always the same. Yeah, it fell $3, but you know that only helps if you call it short here. You know, it's so easy to look at a chart that's already made the move and say, why would you try to go long when you could have had a $3 short? Well, you know, that's, I don't know how to word this without cussing. That is painfully obvious. I think my joke I made in the chat room was, any married men, have you ever been told what you should have done after the fact? You know what I'm talking about. Well, this is the same type of scenario. after the fact, when you see what went wrong or what you could have done, it's very clear. The deal with CXW and many of them that we do the bottom feeding on is that, you know, it wasn't even on our radar, okay, until you see something like this. And then I'm not going to call short down here after this kind of a fall. So what we do is we put it on our radar, and then we look for what we teach, and then we try to catch the bounce move. Okay, so it's not like CXW was on our radar, and it looks like this, and I'm going, okay, now if this falls $3, let's try to catch a bounce. Okay, it wasn't even on our radar. There's 8,000 stocks or whatever trading at any given time. So this, keep in mind, this is what landed it on our radar. Anyway, that's my little rant about why didn't you short up here, to anyone who wonders that. And that's all I have to say. A decent day compared to last week, which really literally had nothing to brag about. I just couldn't find anything worth making the highlight video. And again, we're leaning short going forward. And I'll try to do some more highlight videos. Even if I can't find anything, I'll try to put out some videos saying, hey, here's why we're struggling, or here's why, you know, these long choppy bases on the SPY make it very difficult to find anything. So, you know, it feels like August trading right now, and we're only in May, so that's kind of scary. But, you know, sometimes you sit there all day and you get one or two nice trades, and it absolutely makes it worth it. So I'm going to stop babbling, and we'll talk to you guys later.